How's it going? If you're here on the Eastern Seaboard, stateside, happy, what's today? When you have a 3-day weekend, it throws everything off. Happy Tuesday evening, just shy of 9:45 p.m. If you're on the West Coast, probably happy hour, early dinner, cool, enjoy it. If you're on the other side of the world, hopefully Thursday is going well for y'all. Wednesday's going for a while. Oh my lordy. Anyways, want to hop on. Gonna share some really cool conversation that I had in one of the coaching groups I'm in. And this also, I was having a conversation with who was I having a conversation about this with someone recently about really trying to being a real sticking point for them, holding them back from putting out content, whatever that may be. So I want to talk about core modalities, and this applies in all different areas of life, but particularly in content creation and the way we learn. I'll share a story. I know in the description I talked about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is one, if you're not aware, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, basketball player that's ever lived. The dude was. You look at highlights. He knew. He walked with so much swag onto the court, man. And just the way he played, you weren't going to stop him. His thing was like, no one's better than me on the floor right now. If you ever saw the Last Dance, I just what he talked about when he talked about Clyde Drexler being like the number one dude at the time as Michael Jordan was up and coming. He's like, he's going to shut him down real quick and end that conversation. Michael Jordan, obviously the best, the greatest of all time. And he played, again, 1984, 85 season all the way to like 2002. Long career, 6 championships with the Bulls. But in that period where he took like a couple years off, where he was dealing with some personal things, his dad was murdered, he played baseball. That was, I think, 1994, if I'm right about it. And as great as he was in basketball, right, he was untouchable, a worldwide celebrity. It seemed like everything that Michael Jordan touched was gold. Nike, Gatorade, McDonald's, everything that was related or touching Michael Jordan blew up, was incredible. So then when he went to go play baseball, he's always shared that he loved playing baseball growing up as a kid, just loved baseball. So he took a break from playing basketball, and then went to go play baseball. And he was in the minor league affiliate, I think it was for the Chicago White Sox, Birmingham, I don't know what the team is, the Birmingham whatever it is. And he played, I think it was just one season in the minor leagues, and it was pretty bad. Not that he was heart rent like the worst player of all time, but just below average. I think I looked at the stat real quick. He batted for that season 202. He was a 200 hitter. Defensively, okay, nothing to like say he's the next a 5-star, 5-tool player or anything. Just like a below average player that was probably going to be a minor league player his entire career. Maybe called up to the majors if there's an injury or something like that, but it wasn't going to be a baseball player. And like when I think about that, it's just we all have strengths in certain areas and not in others. Michael Jordan, for all the talent that physical and athletic talent that he has, his modality was basketball. His modality was basketball. He was the greatest basketball player of all time. Those skills, like his same killer instinct, his same athleticism, the way he can control his body, the way he can see the basketball court, much different than his ability to use his body on the baseball field, to like play the game the same way. It's basketball. There's always movement, always action. You're always involved. In baseball, sometimes you're not. You're waiting for the play often to come to you. And I think he realized that his strength was in basketball. He needs that constant energy, the constant movement, the constant flow. I thought about myself, and I've always been, for lack of better or whatever, a gifted student. I was always in like the gifted class, first grade, elementary school, junior high school, got all the awards and whatnot. Looking back on it, I was good at taking tests, right? I was good at memorizing and taking tests. But I bring that up because the one class that I failed, I didn't fail the class, excuse me. The first ever midterm that I failed, and this was in law school. And when I got to law school my first year, I saw everyone around me was, they were using laptops to take notes. Everyone had a laptop. Oh, I gotta take a laptop because you can do outlines, you can do this and create outlines as you take notes. You don't have to go. So everybody was using a laptop. It was so much more efficient. And I kind of struggled my first semester. Criminal law, I had trouble. Contracts, I just had trouble with every class. And so part of me thought, man, maybe law school isn't for me. Maybe it's just above my skill set, my head. It's too much for me. Um, but then I made a switch after I failed that midterm. I think it was a criminal law midterm. Like, you know what? I'm going to go back to what I've done my entire life. I'm going to handwrite my notes. Handwrite my notes. I went to Staples, got like a 10-pack of notepads, and boom, handwritten, wrote my notes by hand the rest of the semester. Got, I think, like all A's. And from then I realized law school, I'm going to just write my notes. Write my notes, write my notes. I don't need anything else. I don't need a laptop. I don't need, because my modality is writing. And I thought back to the way I grew up in school and whatnot. Everything that I learned, all our classes growing up, were I learned by writing down to do, aim, to do, blah, blah, blah. Maybe people that are younger, these last couple of generations, they grow up on devices. So for them, their learning modality is tech, right? A screen and a keyboard, blah, blah, blah. So now, as it relates to what you're doing, especially if you're an affiliate marketer, think about what your modality is. I know a lot of programs have comparable setups, right? You're creating a profile using your whatever social media account, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. You're going to have like people go to your profile and that's going to lead them somewhere else. And then you want to create content, right? Write certain kinds of posts and whatnot. And while I think of myself as a good writer, I think I just am much more powerful when I'm on video. Some people hate going on video. Some people hate going on camera. Some people in the affiliate marketing game, if you look at their profiles, they don't even have a picture of themselves because they're so camera shy about it. But in all the things you can do, like think about where you feel most comfortable, where you feel most confident. Because you need to be comfortable and you need to be confident when you're doing high ticket sales. If you're going to ask somebody to fork over $10,000, you better ask it confidently. It's that simple. And so you can do that through your content when you choose a modality that you are most comfortable with. Just because other people are doing things on TikTok or Instagram doesn't mean you have to. If, again, you're not comfortable with getting on video and doing a video, then don't. Like there are a number of different modalities that you can express yourself on social media, on whatever platform it is. You can write posts, you can long posts, short posts, you can create stories, you can do reels, you can do videos, you can do all kinds of stuff, and just direct everything to your group. You can, I don't know, stitch together photos, like lots of different ways to express yourself. But just think about it. If you've been struggling, I would encourage you to take a look at the way you've been creating content. Are you creating content in that manner just because the program or a program that you've been involved with suggests doing that? Or maybe it's an opportunity for you to think outside the box and like extract the strategies and deploy them using a different modality. Again, I learned it for myself. I had when I first got started with affiliate marketing, the key was create content, put out posts, write out stories, blah, blah, blah. And again, I don't have trouble with it, but I think like in writing the post, maybe it was a different place, different time. It just wasn't focused enough. Whereas now, I just hop on my camera, turn it on, and I usually have a theme. I have some notes, and I can hit those points. And I think I come across more powerfully, more comfortably, and more confidently because video is just something. It's my core modality of the things that I could do. I could do posts, written posts. I could do reels. I could do whatever, but video of the options that are available is a strong suit for me. So I'm gonna rely on that heavily, leaning into my affiliate marketing business. So I encourage you to think about that. You don't have to be strong in every single medium that exists. Some people are good on Facebook. Others are good on TikTok. Others are great on LinkedIn. I loathe LinkedIn. Even though I'm streaming to LinkedIn right now, I loathe it. I don't know what it is. it like leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But you know what? Because I feel that way about it, it's not a priority for me. I'll stream to it, cool. If I don't do any extra work, but it's not a priority because it's not like one of my core modalities. So take a step back. If you're someone who's been struggling with your affiliate marketing practice, or you're a beginner, don't overwhelm yourself with layering 10 things at one time. Choose one platform, choose a single platform, choose a particular modality, and throw all your weight behind that. Pick the ones that if you want to do 2 or 3, pick the things that you feel most confident with. Because again, if you've got to ask somebody for $10,000 right now, you better do it with confidence, because nobody going to turn over $10,000 to somebody whose hands quivering when they ask for it. All right, that's something I learned being a lawyer. I handle a lot of big checks, and no one is turning over a check for $10,000 more if you're afraid to ask for it. All right, so choose the modality that works strongest for you. Think about the way you learned growing up. Was it predominantly listening, writing, copying, whatever it is? And try to implement and deploy that modality in your affiliate marketing practice now, because it'll make content creation particularly a lot easier. Hey, if you like this video, I'd love to know. Smash the like button, drop any comments. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. If you'd like to know more about my affiliate marketing journey, or you'd like help starting your affiliate marketing journey, or maybe you've been practicing yourself and just need someone to lock arms with and help push you over the hump, get things going again, get that flywheel going, I'd love to get in touch with you. You can send me a DM on any of the social medias, or you can check out my link, richardkiston.com/HTAM, that's HTAM, for more information, and I'll send